Hey, this is Brandon with Coastal Woodworking and Concrete Design, and today we're going to build a much-needed drill cabinet with no plans. That's right. We're building it on the fly, and that's my favorite way to do it, if I'm being honest. Not only that, we are going to do it for under $200, so make sure and stick around to the end of the video so you can see the cost breakdowns. The drill station's 48 inches tall and 8 feet wide. I am sure you're noticing the measurements happen to be an exact match for the size of a sheet of plywood, and you'd be right. That's exactly what we did. It's actually 2 sheets of plywood for, wait, watch this, timber. Yeah, that, my friend, is the cost of doing business with an iPhone. Anyway, your local hardwood store has plywoods that are always less money than a big box store. Plus, it's hardwood, faced, and almost ready to build the minute you get it home. What are you waiting for? Now, if you're wondering why I'm talking about plywood, all while not actually showing you plywood, it's because, yeah, that's what I forgot to attach to the back of the bench, and Gary is being very polite and reminding me of this currently, so yeah, I'll have to cut the plywood and attach it. Moving on, we also used a total of 13 2x4x8s that we picked up at our local builder supply store. Yet another thing you need to know, wow, look at that bald head.
Look at that. Oh, look at that.
What is it that you like about bald guys?
Well, my first thought was that he looks manly.
Ooh,
Macho. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, back to building and back to the cost of 2x4s. 2x4s here are almost $1 more a board at the local big box store versus our local builder supply store. Not to mention the quality and density of the ones at our builder supply stores seem to be better. I mean, I don't know the difference, but they just seem to be a lot better. So be sure to check out your local builder supply stores that carry lumber. They're usually better lumber and quite a bit cheaper. And lastly, I ordered 15 drill DeWalt hanging mounts. So we got these off Amazon, 3 packs of 5, links in the description below if you're interested in purchasing them. Well, they worked perfectly. I'll go over the total costs and breakdowns for all of the items at the end of the video so you can see just where the money was spent. All right, so here we have a view of what we have so far, and that's 2 frames built exactly the same, with the back one having a 4x8 sheet of plywood attached. Now we need to cut out the sides, tops, and shelves for the unit. This is where you're going to use plywood sheet number 2. These are going to be little shelves for the DeWalt and Craig saws. The 2x4s used to make this are actually just cutoffs from the 2x4s that you're seeing on the side of the shelf. And I used an additional 2x4 to cut matching pieces for the other side, hence the reason for 13 2x4s instead of 12. Then this happened.
What it look like in there? See it? Yeah, knocked a little chunk out of my damn head there.
All right, so Gary's gonna live, although he for sure made a dent in that rock he calls a head. Next step is to get the batteries rehung. Now remember, we are building this with no plans, so in the beginning we had planned on attaching them to the shelves, but now we're looking at them and thought, you know, it would probably look better if we attached them upright and put them on the back of the station. Not to mention, it would leave an open shelf and end up being way more functional in the end. So, now we also have hearing protection in this shop, like every shop should, and we decided to hang them up in the center and make a charging station for them also. Ended up working out perfect, we think. Let me know what you think in the comments section if you think we should have done something different. Oh, and if you're wondering if we're square, yes, we are. Watch your fingers, Gary. Whoa! I won't put that in the go.
Wow. Look at how hard it is.
So that's a piece of Purple Heart we had laying around in the shop, and we wanted to use it to shine up our project a little bit. Stay tuned to the end of the video to check out what we made with that piece of wood. Now, I didn't include trimming in the cost of this project because truthfully, you don't need it, and if you don't want it, don't worry about it. It adds nothing to functionality of this build. But that being said, I just milled down a bunch of poplar for a job, and we had quite a bit of scraps left over, so I decided why not, and I did. And now we sand. And sand. And sand. Okay, you get it. I'm going to save you from watching something no one even likes to do. Okay, so now we decided we wanted to poly the whole thing, you know, for longevity, so we have to go ahead and remove all the tools that we previously put on so we could do that. It was about this time Gary noticed a little sag in the bottom shelf, and because we had no plans and made this on the fly, we didn't think about the fact that we would be hanging tools from the bottom shelf specifically. So that being said, I went ahead and made 2 braces for the shelf just to make sure we snugged them up, and if I'm being honest, I like to look even better after doing this. So. Now, let's get some poly on this bad boy. It always amazes me how pretty wood gets after you polish it. This ply is birch, and it turned out amazing. On hanging the tool hangers, the battery chargers, and everything else that needed to go back into place before we do the final reveal, let's talk about the money factors and how that it all breaks down. Okay, let's take a look at the drill cabinet breakdown. How much did it cost? First, you have the Indonesian birch ply. It's 4x8. It costs $52 a sheet, so that's a total of $104. Next on the list, we have 13 pieces of pine in 2x4x8. Cost per board is $3.95 for a total cost of $51.35. Last but not least, DeWalt mounting brackets. Pack of 5 costs $9.99 for a total of $29.97. And the final total cost of everything, $185.32. There you have it. 4 foot by 8 foot drill wall for under $200. Now, let's see it. Here's the final reveal. Notice we added some lighting using an LED we had left from another project in the shop, as well as a phone charging stand out of that dangerous piece of Purple Heart that almost killed us. All in all, it turned out pretty awesome. I want to take this time right now to say thank you for following us. If you haven't already, please like the video. It really helps us out. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.